I do what I want. But tonight, of course, this is a free call-in live psychic talk show. So I want to remind all of you that we are live tonight. So by all means, call in. I know I've been away forever. But, you know, I had a lot of really great stuff going on. Had some business up in Chicago. So all of my people up in Chicago, I want to thank you all for a wonderful time. Just had a great time up there. Had some business to attend to. And I am back, and I'm here with bells on, my brothers and sisters. Oh, yes, I am frisky. I am good to go. Life is good. Oh, so good. So, let me give you those call numbers. Those call numbers are 856-227-1360 and 856-232-7077. Now, I want to remind all of you that this coming Thursday, I will be appearing live at Dempster's Sports Bar and Restaurant. That's in Mount Holly, New Jersey. And I'll be there from 7 to 10. Giving absolutely free psychic readings, folks. All you have to do is come on in and get something off the menu, anything off the menu, and you get a free psychic reading with me. Compliments of Dempster's. They're fitting the bill, so you gotta, you know, get up there and give them a really big thank you, because it's a lot of fun, and, you know, we do learn a lot out there, so it's great. So come on out. Now, as you know, I've been there forever. I just love that place. It's really, really great. And again, that's Mount Holly, New Jersey, on Route 38. Okay, so it's Pine Street. Whatever. But anyways, you guys got to come on out. It's just a great time. And stay for all the fun they have. They've got like tons of games and, you know, tournaments all the time, poker and pool and horseshoes, you know, you name it. It's a good time. So come on out. Good people. Now, so that's pretty much all my announcements. Now, I will promise you guys this year that I will be making a lot more live appearances coming to you, so, you know, keep your ears open, and, you know, of course, check my website, themysticsrealm.com, and that'll give you pretty much all the details you need to know. So, check it out, okay? So, that's it, folks. That was all my big announcements for right now, so let's just go ahead and get to the phones. Now, you guys can give us a call at 856-227-1360 and 856-232-7077. It's just that easy. Okay? So, let's go to the phones and see what we have going on next, shall we? I think we shall. I do believe we have a caller on the line, so let's go ahead and take that one now. Caller, you are live. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you? And Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year to you, my dear. I am absolutely fantastic. This is the first show of the year, as you know. So I'm like totally stoked. I'm very, very excited to, you know, always be here for you guys. It's just a great time. You know I love it. Anybody who's listened to the show for a while knows I love what I do. So there you have it. So yeah, it's great to hear from you. First off, your name?
Vicky.
Oh, Vicky. And where are you calling from?
Mount Holly.
Mount Holly. Fabulous. Beautiful place. Okay, so how can I help you this fine evening?
Well, I was just calling for a general reading to start me off the new year.
Fantastic. Sounds like a great idea. I think I'll probably do the same later. Okay, so stand by and we shall see what we shall see, okay, Vic? One of the first things that I'm seeing here, wow, you know, the end of the year and the beginning of another for you, yes, but, you know, some people do the same thing all their lives, but you, my dear, are definitely ending some chapters here this year.
Excellent.
This is a breakaway from so many things for you. And a lot of the reasons behind it are enterprising ones. So, you know, it looks like it's going to be all about the money this year for you, girl.
Ooh, yeah.
But, you know, it's going to be your gig, though, I think. I don't think this is going to be like your job. I think this is going to be, you know, off to the side kind of thing. You know,
okay.
Really productive and definitely some money to be made there.
Excellent.
So, you know, I think this is going to be really good for you. I don't think it's going to be as good for some of the people around you. You know what I mean? It's true. So, you know, that's what I see with you there. A lot of money for you this year. I got to tell you, I think your finances are going to get a really strong spike because, you know, you're doing your homework, my dear.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Right?
Yeah.
So, you know,
my homework.
You're navigating and you're progressing here with leaps and bounds. And this is the way to do things. But, you know, the one thing that you have to be careful of is, you know, you have to remember that this isn't you know, just something that fell into your lap. you're working very, very hard for this. So make sure, you pat yourself on the back once in a while. You know what I mean? Make sure you take care of you a little bit, Meg. It's really important for you right now because, it's great to have all this wonderful stuff, but if you're not enjoying it, what's the point?
Right.
Right?
Yep.
So, see if you can make some time this year to, have some Vicky time, because you really deserve that this year. And I'm telling you, not the more Vicky time you have, obviously, the more money you're going to make, but, the more you're able to make time for yourself and treat yourself, the better you're going to feel and the more efficient you're going to be.
Okay.
So don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to, go out there and have some fun this year. Now, as far as everything else you have going on, like I said, you're ending some chapters here, and I think you're very comfortable where you're at right now. I think you're more, how can I put this? I think you're more whole right now than you've been in a really, really long time.
Mm-hmm.
I really believe that. So, God bless you. I think you're doing very well. I think this is going to be a great year for you. I think, you had to go through some, really muddy waters last year, and had some really crazy times. But honestly, I think a lot of that's behind you right now. I really do. I think you're putting a lot of your past behind you and stepping forward the way you should be.
Great.
Yeah.
Do you see a new job at all this year, or?
I absolutely do. Because, again, this is all about your finances, and, where you're at, it's not happening.
No, I know that.
Definitely, because the increase in finances is going to be really strong for you this year. I'm telling you, you're going to get paid what you're worth this year. I really feel that. You may have to do some stuff on the side in order to make, darn sure it's going to happen that way. But I really sense money is going to be a really great, great issue with you this year, and you're going to do very, very well with it.
Good.
I really sense that. This is your year. Your year to shine, my dear.
Excellent. That was
okay,
great.
Meg, honestly, I think you're doing very well. So that's pretty much it. That's what I see for you generally. Okay. Now, again, here's where we get into the deeper, darker questions that I'm also famous for. Again, what do you really want to know tonight, Vic? I don't hold back on me. What do you really want to know tonight? This is 2008. Big year this year. Election year. All kinds of great stuff. What do you really want to know tonight, dear?
What do I really want to know? Well, actually, I've sort of been, what's the word I can use, sort of exploring different avenues of spirituality.
Yes.
Will I find the right path this year?
Spiritually. Okay. And see, now you're not holding back on me, my dear Vicky, and I'm so glad you didn't. Because, I really sense that in 2008, 8 is a crazy number. It really is. It's actually the number for infinity, when it's turned on its side. But, 8 is a crazy, crazy number. And when we're dealing, with numerology and things like that, it's an amazingly spiritual time for us. Absolutely. So, this coming year, as for you personally, okay, again, generally, I think it's going to be a very spiritual year for all of us. Okay? But for you personally, one of the things that I preach on my show incessantly, and again, those of you that tune in a lot know this, is that battle between emotion and instinct. And when you listen to your emotions, you tend to make a lot of mistakes because, you're letting your brain do your thinking for you instead of following the guide that God gave you, which is your soul. Your instinct, your gut. And honestly, I really feel that the last part of this year, of this past year, you have done nothing but follow what your instincts are telling you, what your gut is telling you. And I think you were pretty shocked at how right you were, but you did it, and it works for you. So I think I've always believed that the more you listen to your instinct, the more you listen to your intuition, not only the more right you are, but the more faith you truly have in not just yourself, but your spirit, but that instinct, that gift that God gave you. And of course, it all comes back to God anyways as far as faith is concerned. So, anybody that follows their instinct the way you are doing, it would be hard not to have a really strong spiritual journey here. But what you have to understand is there are a lot of religions out there.
Right.
A lot of them.
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm looking to become a religious person.
I understand. Please, let me finish. This is good stuff for you, Becky. Heed the words of the mystic. No. What I'm getting at is there are a lot of religions out there, and they all have different ideas and beliefs on what God is. Just as they have, different foods in different locations, they have different architecture styles in different places, and of course they had their own beliefs in what God was and the whole bit. Now, the way to really understand what the whole purpose of that was is, they argue about who's got the better God all the time. My God's better than your God. My God's more powerful than your God. And they argue that point incessantly, But what they don't argue about, there's only one thing that all religions believe in. All of them. There's only one thing. You know what that is?
No. What is it?
And this is every religion. Every religion believes that there is an eternal soul.
Okay.
And by knowing that, that's half the battle right there. Because that eternal soul is your guide. That is your instinct. When you hear that voice in the back of your head saying, "Jump, Vicky, this is it." I don't know why he had to sound like Popeye, when you hear that voice, that really is your eternal soul talking to you, and it's telling you what to do. And when your eternal soul talks, it's like you gotta listen to it, because when it talks, there's only one of two things that it's doing. It's either getting you a little closer to your destiny. That's its primary function, is to get you to your destiny, because it already knows what you're supposed to be doing. It knows who you're supposed to be doing it with. It knows, where you're supposed to be doing it at. It knows all these things. All you have to do is listen to it. That's its job. Its primary function. Now, the other job that it has, the secondary function, is to protect you all along the way. That's its job, is to get you to your destiny and protect you all along the way. And every time that your inner self talks to you, Popeye or not, you gotta listen to this, because this is getting you to your destiny. This is getting you there. That's its job. So listen up, doll, because, you're really tuning into it right now, more so than I think you ever have in your life. And this is healthy stuff for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's strong. It's healthy. It's a beautiful thing. So again, listen to that inner voice. It's so important for you. You want to follow your spiritual path, you hook up with that right there. And I'm telling you, it's like the Midas touch. Everything you do is gold. Everything you touch is right. Everything that, it just works. And this will help you with your finances. This will help you with relationships. This will help you with, getting along with family. It will help you, avoid car crashes.
Mm-hmm.
It will do all of these things for you, Vicky.
I agree. I've actually tested that theory, and
this is totally your year to do that, because now you don't have any hindrance. You know? Mm-hmm. You've ended so many of these funky chapters that you've tied up enough loose ends over the past, last half of the year that you're in beautiful shape to fly now. So, make sure you do so. And again, like I was mentioning at the beginning of this reading, understand that, yeah, this is a great blessing for you, and this is wonderful, and yada, 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 praise the Most High. But, again, make sure you give yourself some credit, too, because God doesn't help anybody that doesn't help themselves. Okay, Chicky?
Yep.
Right on. So, I am so glad you got to call in tonight.
Me too.
It's awesome to hear from you. So, that's what I see for you, my dear. I'll tell you, I think this is going to be a year of spirituality, and with that, all blessings come. It will help you find your job. It will help you build those finances. It will help you do all these things, and it's going to do a lot of it for you this year, so make sure you listen up, okay?
I will.
Vicki, thank you so much for calling the Mystic Hour, and of course, God bless you and your entire family.
Thank you very much, and to you too.
My most humble pleasure. God bless. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, folks, wow, with that, I think we are going to go to commercial, and when we come back, we will have more free psychic readings with the Mystic, so stick around, okay? Now, where is that button? Gotta love a live show, folks. It's around here somewhere. Oh, while I'm still here, let me also fill you guys in real quick. Again, I'm going to be doing a lot of hunting for live appearances, bars, restaurants, clubs, and if you have a restaurant or club that is near you and you'd love to have the Mystic come out, by all means, give them a call, give them my number. It's 856-803-4463, and the rates are very good, so, give us a call, and we will be more than happy to come on out and entertain their patrons and you as well. And who knows, if you can hook us up with a really good gig, there may be a free private reading with me involved in that. So, hook us up, and I'll take great care of you, my people, so you know this. Also, very quickly, like I've mentioned, I want to say hello and thank you to everyone in Chicago. You guys were so nice to me. I've never been to Chicago before, and it was very nice weather, and it was a really beautiful time. I met some very nice people from all over the place, but some really great people in Chicago, and I look forward to coming back there in the very near future. It was a really, really interesting time there. Wow, it was a really big place as far as buildings are concerned, people. It's like stores were stacked on top of each other in these huge skyscraper buildings. It was very, very interesting and unique. Not like Philly, like most of those buildings are, like one company and just using all the floors. But this was different. It was really wild, but it was a lot of fun. It was really interesting. But I am so glad to be back. I love my people here in Philadelphia. I'll tell you, folks, there's nothing like Philly fans. I'll tell you, you guys are awesome. You guys, back up your own like nobody's business, and that's one of the reasons why I've been on the air so long. You guys have always, been there for me, and you guys have always, kept calling and spread the word to your family and friends, and I can't thank you enough for that. It's been a long ride. It's been a very interesting one. I had a couple bumps here and there, but it's just been a wonderful time, and I promise you that I will continue to do the Mystic Hour until I am cold and dead, as long as you guys keep calling in, and as long as you guys feel that I can give you at least a little bit of insight into what's to come. Okay? So with that, let me see, is the lovely Karen about?
I'm here.
Okay, fantastico. So we're going to go to commercial really quick, and when we come back, we'll have more free psychic advice with me. Let me give those numbers again really quickly. It's 856-227-1360 and 856-232-7077. Free psychic readings tonight, folks. You just can't beat it.
Kind of boy? Hi, Grandpa. What's the matter? My girl's such a pain. She's got all this stuff to do before the wedding, and she's put me in charge of getting the wedding invitations printed. I don't know about any of this stuff. You need copies and more. Tell me about it. I also have to get all the flyers for the softball game this Saturday done. Yep, you need copies and more. Yes, I heard you. And what's more, I have to get print-ups of this year's quarterly at my firm. There's no way I'm going to have it all ready. What am I going to do? You need copies and more. I know I need copies and more. I'm not an idiot. Sure you are. Copies and More is the one-stop shop for all your printing needs. Flyers, invitations, presentations, even posters and magnets. Everything can be done at Copies and More. Good prices, too. Give them a call at 856-845-6770. They'll take good care of you over there. Thanks, I will. Now don't forget that's Copies and More at 240 South Broadway in Woodbury, New Jersey at 856-845-6770. Thanks, Copies and More. And here I thought you were repeating yourself because you were losing it. No, I ain't the one who got stuck doing wedding invitations. Grandpa. That's Copies and More at 856-845-6770. Greetings to you. I am the Mystic. Thanks for tuning into my show each week, but it's only an hour show, and I know many of you miss out on the chance for your reading with me. So, I am available for private sessions, as well as parties, seminars, and benefits, of course. Give me a call at 856-803-4463, and I will assist you in all matters of love, life, health, success, and destiny. As an ordained minister of 9 years, I can also perform blessings and house clearings or the most memorable custom wedding created especially for you. Call 856-803-4463, and you can also reach me through my website at www.themysticsrealm.com. Feel the awesome power of a true psychic reading. To be knowledgeable about what is to come in your life is to be better prepared for it, and I will show you how to achieve better living through the Spirit. That number again is 856-803-4463, and I look forward to reading you.
The Sketch Club. Affordable ticket prices, intimate seating in a historical building, and plenty of free parking. Conveniently located in downtown Woodbury, a few blocks from Route 45 on the corner of Glover and Logan Streets. We're celebrating the 73rd consecutive season, bringing you the best in theater and live entertainment. For performance dates and times, call our 24-hour hotline at 856-848-8089. Performances run from Thursday to Saturday evening and a Sunday matinee at 2 p.m. Sketch Club is a non-profit community theater, the oldest running in South Jersey, and we're always looking for volunteers, actors, set builders, writers, and more. All creative minds are welcomed at the Sketch Club. Call us at 856-848-8089 or check us out on the web at www.sketchclub.net. Come and experience live theater with us, Sketch Club players. That number again is 856-848-8089.
Philadelphia. As my good friend Mr. Mystic would say, are you a believer? Do you believe in love? Do you believe in music? Believe me, I do. This is the doctor, Dr. Lou. If you believe in love, music, and a heck of a good time, check out www.drmusic on the net right flipping now. Yes, that's where you can find all the information about Dr. Lou music and film productions. Philadelphia's only place for independent films and House of Blues radio hour with none other than Hollywood Blues, a.k.a. Jan Acker. If you are a believer and believe in yourself, believe me, this is one prescription you're going to want to take. Seriously. That's www.drmusic.com. I'm your host, WNJC1360.com, where blues and independent music source.
The last left our hero high in the Himalayas, seeking truth from the wise wizard who lives there. God, I hope this guy's home. Hello, anyone there?
I am the wizard who holds the answer to which you seek. Behold, I give you the sword of destiny.
Yes, it's very nice, but that's not why I'm here.
Ah, you seek the Holy Grail, of course. Now, where did I put that?
that's not why I'm here either. I'm just looking to find a deal on computers.
Well, that's easy. Quartz Computers at 856-656-0443 are here for all your PC needs. Upgrades, repairs, all done on site. Even most warranties are honored. Check out their website at www.quartzcomputers.com or call them at 856-656-0443.
Quartz Computers, thanks a lot. Now, how do I get out of here?
I wish I knew.
That's quartzcomputers.com at 856-656-0443. Just look for the wizard in the ad.
Greetings to you. I am the Mystic. Thanks for tuning into my show each week, but it's only an hour show, and I know many of you miss out on the chance for your reading with me. So, I am available for private sessions, as well as parties, seminars, and benefits, of course. Give me a call at 856-803-4463, and I will assist you in all matters of love, life, health, success, and destiny. As an ordained minister of 9 years, I can also perform blessings and house clearings for the most memorable custom wedding created especially for you. Call 856-803-4463, and you can also reach me through my website at www.themysticsrealm.com. Feel the awesome power of a true psychic reading. To be knowledgeable about what is to come in your life is to be better prepared for it, and I will show you how to achieve better living through the Spirit. That number again is 856-803-4463, and I look forward to reading you.
And we are back here on the Mystic Hour, Tri-State area, and the world's free call-in live psychic talk show. Folks, it is January 8th. It is 10 p.m. It is a beautiful night here at the Mystic's Realm Studios. It is just gorgeous out. Folks, I want to remind all of you, this is a free call-in live psychic talk show. You guys give us a call at 856-227-1360 and 856-232-7077. Folks, I want to tell you all now that we're at the half hour. You know, I've been gone for the past couple of weeks, and folks, I had such a wonderful time. I hope everyone else out there can say the same. You know, the Christmas spirit was definitely abound, and it was just a wonderful time. I'll tell you, I know there was a few problems right towards the end there, but this was actually a much quieter Christmas than some of our past Christmases, you know, as far as the shopping mayhem and, you know, people getting hurt. You know, we did have one shooting, I recall, that was, you know, horrific right towards the end there. But other than that, I mean, it was actually a peaceful time compared to some of the past years. I mean, lots and lots less fighting than there was past years, and thank God for that. But as I had mentioned to my caller previously, you know, I do believe that this is going to be a very spiritual time once again for all of us. Now, you guys may remember that I did say the same thing back in 2001, that you know, our spirituality was definitely going to be heightened, and lo and behold, the World Trade Center attack happened, and you know, which is another one of my predictions. And you know, we all bonded, and right towards the end of that year, you know, it was just, you know, great time for us spiritually. You know, we did bond together, we did appreciate each other, we did love one another, and you know, it was just a great time. And I feel that this time around, it's not going to take something so devastating. I just think it's going to be the way of things here. I really sense that. I do sense that spiritually we are choosing sides, and I think that some lines are going to be drawn this coming year. I really feel that. And I you know, whether it's for the better or not is really up to us, and our perspective too, I guess, to say the least. But, you know, again, 2008 is going to be an interesting time for us, you know. I understand this is an election year too, so, you know, this is the time that all of you guys, you know, really need to think as to who you know, really think would do the best job in there, folks. And again, as many emails as I'm receiving on it, I refuse to tell you who I feel is going to be the president. And the reason why is because it's not my job to President of the United States. And I'll tell you, there was a lot of BS about, the recall for the last election, and that, there was some strings pulled and all kinds of craziness. I never really looked into that, whether or not that was true. The fact of the matter was, there he was, and, it's not good to change somebody's in the time of war as far as, Commander-in-Chief anyway. So, I understood a lot of, everything that went on there. But, this is a new time, folks, so, choose wisely. And I know you will. You guys are awesome. You guys are very smart. And as long as we keep, our spirituality intact, and that's what this show is all about, we're going to do well. We're going to be just fine. I have no doubt. I have absolutely no doubt, my brothers and sisters. We're going to be just fine. A lot of people think this might be the end of America as we know it. Sure. We go through a lot of changes. We've been through them before. We've had the gas wars. We've had all kinds of burger wars. We've had all kinds of crazy stuff. This is another little thing that we're having to deal with. Oil went to $100 a barrel the other day, and it's a shock. It's a shock. But we don't feel that yet. We hear it, but we don't feel it. We usually feel it a couple months later, and I have no doubt it's going to be ugly. I have no doubt of that, folks. So, what I'd like to do is remind you all that this is a free call-in live psychic talk show. You guys can give us a call at 856-227-1360 and 856-232-7077. Give us a call and get a free psychic reading with me, folks. It's just that easy. We are live tonight. Okay, so in the meantime, we still got plenty of time left. So, in the meantime, what I'd like to do is I'd like to take another break, if I could, really, really quickly. And when we come back, we will go ahead and reveal the prophecies for 2008. I think that sounds like a really, really good idea. Karen, are you there, darling? We seem to be having a bit of an emergency next door to WNJC. Apparently, there was a candle that was left lit in an office adjacent to WNJC, folks. So if you're an accountant that works over there, shame on you for leaving a candle lit. That's how you get people killed. Not very smart for the new year, is it, folks? No. So, they're taking care of that mess right now, and who knows, they may even have, fire department out there shortly, or, God knows what. So if you hear a bunch of racket, you know what's going on. Also, really quickly, last year for 2007, folks, we had 8 out of 10 prophecies that had come true for 2007. And again, I'm still debating on those other two. I still feel they happened. It's just that I couldn't prove it. I couldn't find any dirt. And again, it was relating to the UN, both of them. And unfortunately, I couldn't find what I was looking for. But I still think it happened. That's just how I roll. I do. But this year, we have looks like 8 prophecies that we're going to be going through each one. And remember, all of these prophecies I feel are going to be happening before December 31st. And through this venue, we've had some really amazing hits. I did predict the World Trade Center attack. Also, I predicted the tsunami in Southeast Asia, which was a really devastating thing. And that was the very first time I actually said, that thousands and thousands and thousands will die, quote unquote. And I still get a chill every time I think of that one. That was just a horrible, horrible experience for me to see. And I actually wept that year. Didn't cry this year. I'm a big boy now. I guess I didn't cry this year, folks. But I don't think it's going to be a great year for us as a planet. I think that the Middle East crisis is going to be worse. It's bound to get worse, folks. Now everybody's starting to get involved, and it's expected. If you're unsure of what's going to happen, read the back of your Bibles, folks. all in there. This whole mess with Israel and everything else, it's all in there. That mess with Iraq, it's all in there. You know, Israel and Iraq are the most two mentioned countries in the Bible. I don't know if you're aware of this. You know, Israel is Israel, but Iraq has gone under many names, from Mesopotamia to Babylon to, you know, Iraq. I mean, there's a bunch of different names. But it's always been Iraq. Yeah, it's the most mentioned. Isn't that something? And this was written thousands of years ago. And, you know, it was just a crazy, crazy, spooky thing. But, you know, it's in there. It's all in there. So, you know, take a look. It'll scare the crap out of you. Providing, of course, you let the interpretations get to you, folks, because, you know, I don't believe the world is going to be ending anytime soon. I really don't sense that. I think it's going to go through a lot of changes over the next...
Do you have a caller?
And thank you. I do think it's going to be a mess out there, but I don't think it's the end of things. I think it's just going to be some really drastic changes coming about. I really do. Okay, we do have a caller, so let's go ahead and take that caller now. And when we finish that, then we'll go to commercial, and then we'll give out our prophecies for 2008. Sounds like a good plan. Caller, you are live. Good evening. Hello, caller. Hello?
Hello, David?
No, this is the Mystic. Hello?
Hello. Is this the psychic line?
Yes, it is. Your name?
Santiago Delgado.
Santiago? And where are you calling from?
San Antonio, Texas.
Ah, beautiful. And how can I help you this fine evening, brother?
Well, I'm 66 years old. I had a blow to the head in 1997.
Ooh, God bless.
And
for what, sir?
Stopped paying me in 2005. They stopped paying for the pills. They stopped paying for psychiatrists. They stopped paying for everything. So we got a lawyer, and we're suing them, and I'd like to know if we're going to win or what.
Okay, that sounds like a really good question. You said you took a blow to the head. How did that happen exactly?
It was at work Sunday morning.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know. I just woke up and they just said I had a blow to the head, and that was it. And the people there at work, they wouldn't say anything to my daughters when they went to investigate. My son-in-law is a police detective.
Right.
And the tractor and trailer which I was driving had already departed, and they had already washed off all the blood, and the only thing left was the 2x4 that was left there with hair and you know, blood on it.
Goodness gracious.
So that's about all I know. And like I said, this happened in 1997, and workers' comp was paying for my medical bills. Yes. Because I've got a lot of things wrong with me now. I've got migraine headaches, seizures, anxiety attacks, and depression. I already had 2 suicidal attempts.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And then in 2005, they just stopped paying altogether for everybody.
Okay.
Now I'm getting bills from everybody, and
can I tell you something, Santiago? I think the reason why, and this is going to sound very odd, my brother, but I think that the cutting off of the compensation was almost directly related to your suicidal attempts.
No, the suicidal attempts were afterwards.
But my point is, God knows all that you see and do, my brother. You know, you were falling into a very, very deep pit at that point in time. And you have to realize that, you know, regardless of what happens to you in life, you have the choice to decide how to deal with it, whether to deal with it in a positive light, whether to deal with it in a negative light. Because in all honesty, my brother, if you don't even remember what happened, you should be thanking your lucky stars that you're alive at all. You know?
Right.
Because, it's a blessing, brother. You're lucky to be alive.
Well, yes, I know that.
Well, apparently you didn't if you had 2 suicide attempts.
Well, this was on what do they call that? I didn't attempt them. It just happened. I had everything to live for and everything, and I was doing my cocktail of all kinds of pills. I take a lot of pills per day and a lot of pills per night.
Right.
And I was taking 2 of this and 1 of this and 2 of this in a glass. And
so you feel that the suicide came from the influence
I just drowned the whole 146 pills at one shot.
Wow. See, that's...
And it's a good thing that the van from the hospital was there to pick me up at the doorway, and I managed to open the door, and he called 911, and that's about all I know on that one.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, sir, again, Santiago, you're lucky to be alive, my brother. And if these pills are causing this much damage to your psyche, I would definitely try to find a different route. And the first thing that comes to mind, as cliche as it sounds, my brother, is God. You need this back in your life.
I'm very religious.
You need it back in your life, Santiago.
Right.
You need that. And I'm telling you, through this, all the rest of this stuff will come. But, you're just going to have to confess what you need to confess to the Lord and, make it right with Him, dude. You have to make it right with Him.
I go to Mass every Sunday.
That doesn't mean anything. I take a dump religiously every day. You understand? I go to the bathroom religiously. I do it every day. That doesn't mean anything, okay? But it's what's in your heart here. It's
I understand what it's
talking about. It's not any of that. I've seen people go to church every Sunday and be as hypocritical as they could be every other day. And it's no good. It's a sad thing. But, you need this in your heart, brother. You need God. And you need to make this right with Him. My suggestion is definitely get some other opinions as far as, your medical treatment and what you have going on with that. I think you're taking a heck of a lot more than you need to. I definitely do sense that. As far as your workman's comp is concerned, I would, again, go to a different doctor and see what you can do to get some help through that method.
Well, I have another doctor. I'm a veteran, and I'm going to the VA hospital.
Wonderful. Which one?
We have a lawsuit against workers' comp because
you were
supposed to pay me.
Yeah, well, again, you may be able to get something on top of that while you're waiting. That's what I'd be shooting for. Regardless of whether you're going to sue them or not, you still have to eat. So you might as well go through the paperwork as you're going through all these motions, too. You need some help. You need some help. You're a veteran, and, you deserve help. We all deserve help. We're Americans.
Well, I'm getting help now through the VA, to the Veterans Administration. But,
see, this is great. This is their job. This is what they're supposed to be doing. God bless you.
They're supposed to pay me well, it happened at work, like I said, and they were supposed to continue paying me, and they stopped all of a sudden from day one on May of 2005.
Right.
And that was it.
Right. Yeah, again, I think these people will be of great help to you. If you don't mind me asking, which VA hospital are you at, sir? Are you dealing with?
How's that? I can hardly hear you.
Which VA hospital are you dealing with?
Right here in San Antonio.
Right in San Antonio one? Okay, great. You're in great shape then. Those guys are pilgrims. They're
good. I mean,
yeah, they're very good. Those Those guys are homeboys. They will take great care of you over there.
Right.
Definitely. So I definitely think you're in great hands with them. I definitely do, and I definitely think they're going to get you what you need, because that's their job. That's what they do, and they do it really well over there. So I think you're in great shape. God bless them. You know, God bless the Veterans Administration, and of course, God bless all of you guys. But yeah, I have no doubt that that'll work for you, my brother. Absolutely, especially dealing with those San Antonio boys. They will get what you need.
And what about this workers' comp deal? Would it go through?
Again, I definitely think it will. And you say you do have another doctor now that came along with this VA thing, right?
Oh yes, I've got
that's awesome.
Primary doctors, and I've got psychiatrists and all kinds of doctors through the VA now.
Right. See, that's awesome. That's exactly what you need too, brother. This is going to work out just fine for you. Don't sweat this, brother. Trust me on that. I really sense it's going to be great for you. All right. So, you know, just as long as you stick around with the VA, I know it's going to take a little while. That's the only thing. You have to be patient. And it's not easy for you.
What about as far as winning in the lottery? You see anything of that?
I'm sorry, Santiago, I don't. But, you know, I'm not really a big lottery guy anyways. I feel that life is a gamble enough. You know what I mean? No, don't waste your money on that crap.
Okay.
Honestly, I think this is going to be a great year for you. I definitely think you're going to get that workman's comp thing, but it is going to take a little while, my brother. So in the meantime, you know, keep both oars in the water and, you know, make things happen for yourself here, bro. And I know it's going to be hard for you, you know, and I know you're dealing with a lot of pain right now. But honestly, you know, give this all to God, and this will help you. I know what I see here. But what I want you to also do, Santiago, I want you to give us a call back in a couple of months or so, and let us know how you're doing. Would you do that for us?
Okay, I'll keep you in mind.
I would love that. Santiago, thank you so much for calling the show, and of course, God bless you and your entire family.
And thank you very much.
My most humble pleasure. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, folks, we've got about 8 minutes left in the show, so what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead right now and give you my prophecies for 2008. You get a little music here. Okay. Prophecies for 2008. Folks, the West Coast of America, I do feel is going to be hit by sizable quake this year. All right. Right here in the good old U.S. of A., I think we're going to be hit by, I don't think it's going to be tsunami type, like what happened in Indonesia a couple of years back, which is another one of my predictions. This year, I think it's just going to be a very localized earthquake, but I definitely sense it's going to be high in number, definitely above a 6.0. So, you know, this is going to be, you know, a bit shaky, and I definitely sense it's going to happen this year. So be ready for that. Okay. Now, my next one is that the royal family is going to be hit with tragedy this year. I just sense that somebody in the royal family, I don't know whether it's an immediate or a distant, but I definitely sense that they're going to be hit with tragedy this year, the royal family. Okay? And again, this is all going to be going on before December 31st. All right? Keep that in mind. Now, this year, Israel is going to be launching a sizable attack. I really sense that strongly, folks, that Israel is going to get a nosebleed, and they're going to come back swinging, duking it out. And I definitely sense that's going to be happening this year. Now, I also made a prediction about them a couple years back that came true, about them making some attacks, and them in Gaza Strip just went nuts over there that year. But this year, I definitely sense another sizable attack. Also, this coming year, and this is very exciting for me because I love this kind of stuff, a very incredible find in Egypt near the Valley of the Kings this coming year, folks. I really sense that really strongly, and I sense, call me crazy, but I sense it's going to have something to do with like the Dead Sea Scrolls, or maybe even some kind of Egyptian magic that they're going to be finding there. I'm not really sure, but it's going to be really an incredible I also predict more terrible weather for Indonesia, folks. I wish I could give better news for them, but it's just they've always had a rough time, and it's always going to be that way until the end, I guess. But that's definitely going to happen. Now, we were talking about Israel earlier. I sense a terrorist attack is going to go down in Israel, and this is going to involve suicide bombers. They're just going to somehow manage to get through and make a mess over there. I think it's going to be a very localized attack, though. I think it's just going to be, a couple guys, boom. So there you have that one. Also, an international icon will be arrested on murder charges this year, and I believe that this person is going to also be tied to the UN somehow. All right, so be ready for that. Now, when I say international icon, I don't mean like, Julio Iglesias or anything like that, but I feel that it's probably some world leader itself going to be brought up on charges this year. So, and again, it's going to be, some serious stuff. Okay? And the last prophecy, my brothers and sisters, for 2008 is I believe that Japan will be giving great consideration to parting ways with the United States as far as an ally is concerned. Why they do this, I don't know. It's just what I saw. I don't really follow politics all that much. I don't follow sports either. You guys know this. So I'm not going to tell you who wins the Super Bowl this year, although I was asked a couple times this weekend. But, folks, honestly, Japan has been close to us for a very long time. We've shared a lot of technology. We've shared a lot of things. And I think it's time that we stop doing that. If they're going to be harsh, then, we need to stop dealing with them. But, honestly, I think this is going to be a pretty rough year for not just America, but for countries all over the world. I think there's going to be some, pretty crazy natural disasters that's going to be going on this year. And I think it's going to be a lot of them. Okay, so you guys be ready for that. I also, I know we just finished up the holiday season, and again, I really hope that you guys had a great one. And I want to thank all of you once again for another wonderful year. 2007 was great for me. I hope it was great for you. 2008 is here, my brothers and sisters. And it's, I want all of you to, go out there and really try to make a difference this year spiritually. And, tell a friend about the Mystic Hour. Tell a friend about, what you've learned and how instinct can be your guide. Because it is a really important thing, and it's the only way to survive all the mess that is to come, my brothers and sisters. So, do try to remember that. Do try to keep God in your hearts, of course. And try to keep me in the back of your brain, too, while you're at it, because I'm out here, and I'm here for you guys. You know this, okay? I love you all like family, and that includes my people out there in San Antonio, Texas, and as well as the Veterans Administration all over the world, and all of you, of course, locally here in the tri-state area, and my friends and fans all over the world. I want you guys to keep writing. I love your emails. I love you guys signing my guest book, and my website is www.themysticsrealm.com. Of course, I would love to hear from anybody and everybody out there. I love you all like family. I always have. You all know this. Also, I'd like to thank WNJC for another wonderful year. You guys need to stay tuned, because we have the Sports Maniacs coming up here at the top of the hour. So I want to say goodbye to all of you. I love you all. You know this. You are like family. We will catch you next Tuesday. I will be live, as will everybody else. I want to thank the lovely Karen for making all this radio stuff possible. I want to thank all of you for tuning me into your homes and businesses. And, of course, I'd like to thank the good Lord above for making all things possible. I love you all.